Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to demystify a tool that's designed to tackle one of the biggest headaches for any business owner, managing the money. It's called QuickBooks Online. And if you've ever, and I mean ever, felt like you're drowning in a sea of spreadsheets and receipts, stick around. We're about to see how a system like this can pull everything into one clear, manageable place.
So here's the game plan for today. First, we'll kick things off by talking about the financial chaos so many businesses face. Then we'll introduce QuickBooks Online as the central hub to fix all that. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of managing money in and money out. And this is the cool part. We'll see how all that data transforms into smart decisions. Finally, we'll wrap up with why having this all online is a total game changer for how you work.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. We're talking about the reality for so many entrepreneurs. Before you can ever get to a feeling of control, you're usually starting from a place that feels a lot more like, well, chaos. This section is all about that struggle.
Does this look familiar to anyone? You know, the shoebox stuffed with receipts, that folder on your desktop with a dozen different spreadsheets, each one telling a slightly different version of the truth. It's where so many businesses start, but man, is it a massive source of stress. And all that disorganization, it leads to this constant, nagging little voice in the back of your head, doesn't it? You're making big decisions, but are you using the right numbers? Is the business really healthy, or is there a cash flow problem hiding just around the corner? That uncertainty is exactly what a good system is meant to eliminate.
So, if that chaos is the problem, then what's the solution? This brings us to QuickBooks Online. But let's be clear, this isn't just about getting another piece of software. This is all about getting that 10,000-foot view of your entire financial world. And because QuickBooks Online is in the cloud, it's not stuck on one computer in your office. It's your business's financial pulse, and you can check it anytime, anywhere, whether you're on your laptop, your tablet, or your phone.
Now, at its heart, QuickBooks Online is what's called an integrated accounting package. Okay, I know, that sounds super technical, but the idea behind it is actually beautiful in its simplicity. All it really means is you enter a piece of information one time, just once, and the system is smart enough to put it everywhere else it needs to go.
This right here, this is the magic. This is the core principle. You create an invoice and boom, the system automatically knows to update your sales figures and what customers owe you. You pay a bill and it knows to reduce your cash balance. No more typing the same thing into 3 different spreadsheets. You enter it once and you're done.
And this simplicity is built on a really solid, professional foundation. It's using real-deal accounting tools like double-entry bookkeeping to make sure everything is accurate.
It's actually pretty simple. It just means that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you make a sale, your sales account goes up and your bank account goes up too. The cool part? QBO does all of this for you, automatically, behind the scenes. It's the engine that makes sure your books are always perfectly balanced and totally reliable.
And that foundation is held up by a few key pillars. Your chart of accounts, that's basically the blueprint for your finances. But check out those last 2 points. An audit log that tracks every single change, and user roles to control who sees what. That's about peace of mind. It means you can give your accountant access without worrying about them seeing or changing something they shouldn't.
Okay, so we know what it is in theory, but how does it actually work day to day? This next section is all about the practical stuff, managing the money coming in and the money going out. Think of this as the financial engine of your business, and we're about to see how QuickBooks keeps it running nice and smooth. So on the money in side of things, it handles the whole process from start to finish. You can whip up a professional-looking estimate for a new client. Once they give you the green light, you turn that estimate into an invoice with literally one click. When they pay you, you apply that payment to the invoice, and then you can group all your payments together so they perfectly match what shows up on your bank statement. And it doesn't stop there. The Customer Center keeps all your client info in one tidy spot. You can customize your invoices with your own logo and colors so you look super professional. If you sell physical products, it'll even track your inventory for you. And you can do things like automatically add late fees or send out statements to remind customers what they owe. It's all about helping you get paid faster. But step 4 is where the automation really shines. You can literally just snap a picture of a receipt with your phone to log an expense or set up rules so that every time your utility bill comes through the bank, it's automatically categorized. This saves so much time. Now, the piece that connects all of this, the absolute game changer, is its connection to your bank account. Live bank feeds automatically pull in your transactions every day. This just massively cuts down on manual entry, which means fewer mistakes, and it makes reconciling your accounts, that thing everyone dreads, incredibly simple. It's the bridge between your books and the real world.
Okay, so we've got all this clean, organized data flowing into the system. That's great. But just having neat and tidy books isn't really the point, is it? The real power comes from turning all that data into actual business intelligence. This section is all about moving from just collecting numbers to making way smarter decisions.
I mean, think about it. All this information is kind of useless if it just sits there. The goal isn't just to have accurate books for tax time, it's to use those books to build a stronger, more profitable business every single day. So, what story are your numbers telling you?
Well, that story starts the second you log in. The dashboard gives you this instant visual snapshot of your business's health. In a heartbeat, you can see where your money is going.
Now you have a real, solid number to work with.
And that's just scratching the surface. There's a whole toolbox of reports. For example, an AR aging report doesn't just tell you who owes you money, it tells you how long they've owed it to you, so you know exactly who to call first. Or you can track profitability by project or location to figure out which parts of your business are actually making you money. This is how you go from just running your business to truly understanding it. The profit and loss? It answers one simple question. Are you actually making money? The balance sheet gives you a snapshot of your business's net worth on any given day. And the cash flow statement tells you the story of where your cash is really coming from and where it's going. These are your business's vital signs.
You can create budgets and see how you're tracking against them. You can even zero in on specific projects to see if they were actually profitable. This is how you find out what's working and what's not.
You see, this is the real shift. It's all about moving from just, recording history, being a bookkeeper, to actually using that information to become a strategist and actively shape the future of your business.
So, to wrap it all up, what are the big ideas here? First, automation. This stuff saves you tons of time and cuts down on those little mistakes. Second, centralization. Your whole financial world, all in one secure command center. And third, insight. It turns boring numbers into a clear roadmap for your business.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. All right, last section. Let's talk about the one thing that underpins everything we've looked at so far. It's that one little word, online. It's not just a technical detail, it's a fundamental shift in how you operate. This is all about the freedom and flexibility to manage your business from anywhere at any time. I mean, just look at the difference here. It is night and day. The old way, stuck at one computer in the office, having to remember to do backups, emailing massive files back and forth with your accountant, what a headache. Now, look at the right side. We're talking about sending an invoice from your phone, your accountant logging in to see your live data, and never having to worry about a software update or a backup ever again. It's a total transformation.
And what this all boils down to is simple: 24/7 access. Think about what that really means. It means you can be sitting on your couch on a Sunday night, pull up your cash flow on your tablet, and plan your entire week. It means you can finish a job and send the invoice from your truck in the client's driveway. Your business's financial brain is always on and always with you.
So if we had to sum up the entire advantage here, it really comes down to these three pillars. You've got accessibility, the power to work from anywhere. You've got efficiency, giving you back your most valuable asset, which is your time. And you've got security, so you can sleep at night knowing your critical financial data is protected on Intuit servers.
And that brings us to our final thought. When you're no longer drowning in paperwork, no longer second-guessing your numbers, and no longer chained to your desk, a whole new question opens up. With all that newfound time, control, and total financial clarity, what are you going to build next?